with Man Zubac, Gordon, Leonard, and Paul George. Booker, tough defense from Gordon, and he goes glass.
Excellent concentration by D. Book. You see the lineup that Ty Lue has employed on the court. All switchable assets, so to speak. Even Duke can guard in a little bit of space. Paul George.
George teeing off right through the Phoenix defense. And it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of closing lineups Ty Lue goes to down the stretch of the season.
And, the opponent may dictate that, and who's playing well may dictate as well. You may have in your mind what you want, but on different nights, it may be a different pattern of player that's needed to close out the game. Watch Paul George here with the pick, and then he gets on the ground. And they called it jump ball, and Paul George wasn't too happy with the call.
I don't think Paul George appreciated Chris Paul appreciated PG complaining to the officials. Kind of shot PG a look.
Well, PG just get the tip. You know what I mean? Now you can get it back here.
But you just see the quickness of Paul George. Incredible, Jimmy. Look at Man as his... Well, it's going to be that time for Devin Booker. Quiet start to this game, but he has come alive late. 16 points in his 31 minutes in his fourth game back since the return from the groin injury. Under 4 minutes left in regulation. George the crossover. Tough feed. Zubac squeezes, missed it. And George tracks it down in the corner. Tight defense from Craig, who can certainly D up. Zubac, that's a turnover. Questionable decision by George.
Tough pass to catch right there. A little bit of traffic, bounced it.
Booker, the spin, can't hit, and it's cleared by Leonard. Man advantage for the Clippers. Gordon, the trailer, tees it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Look at Zubac. How good has he been on the offensive glass this season for the Clippers?
Well, it's great, but because of the quick push, that allowed Zoo to get inside position. And that pace, when you take that shot from the perimeter, allows you to get a different possession, another possession, much needed for the Clippers if they want to close out this game.
Lead over the Clippers. This is George, gets to the elbow, that mid-range, elite-level shooting from Paul George. He's got 26.
An excellent play design coming out of the timeout by Ty Lue to get Paul George in the spot.
This is Booker. Now to Okogie. Ayton, tough turn against Zubac as we throw it over to Dennis.
Well, Spiro, you talk about closing lineup. It used to be Reggie Jackson or John Wall. Now you have Eric Gordon on the floor, stretches the defense. Now Okogie cannot leave to help because he's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Now, Dennis, it's a good point. And all the tweaks now, the different lineups and the rotations that Ty Lue is going to have to work through. They've got 8 weeks, Jimmy, to figure it out. But what a bunch of additions that they've made. Look at Booker. Right-handed scoop, and he'll have a chance at 3. 7-point game with 2:11 left in regulation.
Yeah, plenty of time for Phoenix to make their run, and no better student to get the ball to be able to perform than D. Book, who's made his last 3 shots in a beautiful move, pushed the ball in front, and then able to get up underneath. What this fourth quarter ultimately will be, which is Kawhi Leonard on one end and then D. Book on the other.
Terrence Mann looks like he's shaken up here in obvious pain. What a night it's been for Mann if you've just joined us.
Well, did he bump knees or get hit in the thigh on that collision? Got a little limp right there. Grabbing his hip, left hip.
Well, Jimmy, it's good to be young.
What?
Back up.
Hey, listen, man, I hurt when I get up in the morning sometimes, bro. Just
makes two of us, brother. 6-point game. Gordon, no rush. Gets it to George as the Clippers reset. 7 to shoot. Paul George, 26 points. What a pass. Zubac, backdoor to Man. Magnificent find by Zubac. And the Clippers lead at 8 with a $1:25 left. You're watching the NBA on